This right here is just one of the maps I'm going to show in this video that was given away for free by Epic Games, which you can get completely for free and start telling your story, create your music video, your game, whatever your creativity allows. And look, there are other items, right? As I mentioned, like for example, this one here, which is fantastic, which is a tempered glass item. It might seem silly, man, but it's actually really cool and it's going to give an effect of a quality to your game, okay? Regardless of what of your project in general. It's really cool indeed, very useful, despite being specific. And this other one here, which is the modular container houses, it's actually from a follower here on the channel. So I was very happy when he got in touch saying, look, my item is going to be there if you mention there that I'm your follower and all, and that I managed. He said he started by watching my videos and that I always promoted the free items on my channel. He subscribed and then he started seeing how it works. So it's really cool to think that I was a positive influence for someone, right? This right here, he mentioned that it was a milestone for him. So why am I saying this, right? Maybe for you who are there on the other side, who are starting out or are still don't have much experience, keep looking, keep watching the channel here. Subscribe here to the channel, just like him. And over time, you'll gain the knowledge to maybe create your own store like he also created. And then Epic Games got in touch with him. So they gave an amount, some cash to him for these items. And now everyone can get it for free. You got to admit, it's really cool, right? So subscribe here to the channel to always stay tuned to these news and be positively influenced by me. I'm very happy. Thank you very much, Nando, for getting in touch with me. And let's check out each of these items. I want to start precisely with this item, okay? Which is a modular container item. So I'm going to open the demonstration here. And what we notice and what's interesting is that it's a map. They're simple items, right? A simple topology, squares. And he said it was one of the first items he created. So notice for you to start, it's super interesting that you start with something simple. You can start with something simple. This makes you master the whole process and also not give up. If you start with something very big, often you'll give up halfway through or at the beginning. Now, starting with something simple, you can begin your journey. And look how cool, his first pack, Epic Games went there, got in touch, and offered some cash to him so that they would be available to other people. And now he's even creating animations with his own, with weapons that he modeled himself, and is making a more complete pack of. So think about it, how cool is that, man? This is really awesome. And well, I have to mention this too, because this question always comes up, okay? So the beginners out there always have this concern. This item you get, all of these items, they're yours. Once you've got them, they will be, you can use them wherever you want, all right? Epic Games does this so that you can, publish something, right? To help push the engine's name forward. If you make a game, for example, that earns $1 million in revenue, then you'll pay 5% in royalties. So grab it, it's yours, and enjoy it. Use it in your projects. You have until June 2nd to get it. Once you've claimed it, it's yours. Don't worry about any copyright issues, okay? Well, and then after this pack, we have the second one I'm going to show you, which is the tempered glass. Which is tempered glass, man. It's really cool. Now, one thing is that you need to enable this option right here. Order independent transparency and set it to true. And this option, it changes a bit how translucent items work, and some types of materials, and it's also experimental. So it might not be compatible with your type of project, depending on the project you're working on and so on. Actually, on second thought, I'll even save it for later, because then I'll need to restart the engine, So it'll be better, but keep that in mind, in case you're downloading it while I'm talking. But this pack, man, it's really awesome. So let's show this ruined crypt. Let me open it up here. And well, this item, as you can see, it's very beautiful, it's very professional. It's made by this store here, which is Scans Factory. And if you notice, their items are truly fascinating. You have everything from trees to individual items, or even the city in Italy here. Most of these textures are scanned to precisely deliver something of the highest quality with a realistic look for a 3D scene. So notice how each item is really well detailed. This store is very interesting, it's very professional. And also how the lighting is set up, right? Man, this is really beautiful. Let me show you, because here we have two lighting setups. If I go to Windows, Levels, I can activate the daytime lighting. And look how cool the daytime lighting looks as well. Man, it looks really beautiful. And it's what I always say, guys. You can take advantage of many of these items that are included in these packs. For example, maybe you don't want to use this specific tree, but you want to use the particles. And look how cool. Here we have something simple, which are the particles falling. See? The leaves falling. Or also the birds. You can use the birds. It's cool. Besides that, there are of course the buildings. I'll press Ctrl B and it's modular, see? So it's not a single piece. You assemble it. And back here we have a little entrance with several items also placed here, see? Set up in the scene. The floor, you can see it's very detailed, right? This floor is assembled with several pieces, see? It's not foliage. Here, see? There's the landscape. If I'm not mistaken, let me see if it's landscape. Yeah, it's landscape with material. And then we have some items, see? Like the grass and such. Another interesting point about this item is that these trees placed here, they have the pivot point well configured. So you can add wind to it. You can change the wind. It's already set up for you to adjust that. Very cool. Some statues. Besides, of course, being able to use it to learn. So you can look at how the code is written and make modifications. Here, see, I can put, anyway, a game mode for us to take a look. This platform, 1. Great. And now we're walking around the map. Of course, there's the double jumping on. We can go inside. Man, it's very beautiful, very well done. And now let's go to that last one in product settings. And then restart the graphics engine. While it restarts, I have to give a heads up to those who are watching me in English. I'm not trying to hide anything, okay guys? My name's Neri. I have a channel in Portuguese, and I'm using artificial intelligence to translate these videos I've already made in Portuguese into English. I'm not an avatar, I'm a flesh and blood person who is using artificial intelligence to share this information with more people. I already have over 1,000 students in my course, okay? In Portuguese. Just to give you an idea, over 1,000 students. And besides that, back in Brazil, I'm already well known in this field. But now, here, I'm trying to bring this information in English, alright? If you don't know me, subscribe here. Follow along, and over time, you'll see there's a lot of knowledge to pass on, and a lot of cool stuff to share. Right? But no, I'm not trying to hide anything. In fact, I have my course here in English, which is, I have my original course in Portuguese, and I'm translating, then bit by bit, into English using artificial intelligence. If you're interested, it's here in the description and in the pinned comment. So let's check out this last one. You download the plugin on the page and then you activate it here. Look. So type in glass, tempered glass. And then you come here to the little gear and set it to show plugin content, engine content. These two here, and then go here, look, engine, plugins, right? go to the folder where it is, and you open the map. Demo. There are two maps I want to show. Here, it'll show all the glass formats and such. It's very interesting. It even divides them, see, into two types. For mobiles and also for desktop. And it comes with a character for you to test, look, and note it has sound effects. Very cool. Check it out. This is a very specific pack, but I don't know. Every environment game you make is gonna have glass. So if you want to add it, it's very complete. Just take and copy this folder to your project, or take these blueprints and put them in it. And the other map is even more interesting, okay? The other map is really cool. Let's open it here. Here, it shows exactly all of them. So here's a brief intro on where you can use it, right? That it's optimized them all. In the second one, it shows how you can make variations in opacity and also color. So if we look over there, wow, it's really cool, man. These items have refraction. It has roughness, a nice roughness map. It also has a dirt mask, meaning there's this mask around it, see, of dirt. So you can customize your glass, maybe for a horror game, for an old house. And you can also put it with some marks, right? It already comes, let's say, broken, pre-broken. You can adjust the settings for it to show how many breaks it will have in different places, look. So it has a skeleton, and this skeleton brings parts, right? So they're bones, and you can say which bone has a missing part, broken, and when you start the game, that part is absent. Cool, right? It's really awesome. And then there's also here, it says how it also looks cool in more complex geometries. And this one, I'll have to hit play for us to take a look. But these others are basically the information I mentioned, right? About the color and all. It doesn't change much, but that one I need to show because it's different. So if you want it so that, well, you shoot this point, all the others fall, you can do that here. So you shoot there, and then after a while, everything falls. Awesome, right? Because then it takes the whole piece and breaks it. And let's say you want to create a gameplay logic. You can also do that here. So if you shoot all the parts here, notice there's a little light inside. And that light, it keeps changing. And when you shoot them all, that light disappears. So it detects when all the parts have been broken. Cool for you to create. Maybe put it on a boss, a part of the boss you have to hit. I don't know, it's up to your creativity. And there's also this glass that breaks with just a single shot. It's really, really cool. I can walk through here, see? And it broke. It has collision with the character. And let's say you have a bazooka or something that's gonna explode. It also has radial, right? It's not radial, it's spelled wrong here. But look at this, I can press F. It's very, very cool. Get it, redeem it. These items will be yours, enjoy, and put them in your project already, however you want. If you have a project where you think, man, I need glass here in my game, you can have it. And it also has support for network replication. Really, really cool indeed. The link for these items and for my course is here in the description and in the pinned comment. Thank you so much for watching until the end. See you in the next video. A big hug. Bye. Oh no.